guys, it's Alicia Renee and I'm back to do what I'm hoping to be a very simple, straightforward, short video on this look that I created. This look is very simple. Go to work in it, go out, have coffee, whatever. Why is that so significant? Because this look was requested from a friend of mine who is in a very rural area who does not have access to all of the makeup stores like Ulta and Sephora. She can only use products that are at the local drugstore, Walgreens, CVS, whatever the case might be. So based upon that, she called me, she sent me a message and she let me know, these are the palettes I have. Please help me out. So based off of that, I'm creating a day-to-day look, which I did, and I'm going to show you and her how to do this. Again, everything is going to be used from products you can get from the drugstore. Also note, she only has 3 brushes, which are very similar to the ones I'm going to show you. One is like this one. It's kind of like a fluffy type thing. And then the other one is an angled brush. It's not as fluffy. It's more shorter, probably for eyebrows. And then something like this. Okay. Above anything else, if you don't have anything but 3 brushes, fine. But one of those 3 brushes needs to be a C brush. This is what you're going to use to pack color on your lid. And you can actually do a lot of blending with this. So I am going to take this eye off and I'll be right back to walk you through how I created this look and then show you how to ramp this look up for a nighttime look to change it up a little bit. Alright guys, for time's sake, I already went ahead and filled in my eyebrows, and this is a Wet n Wild dark brown pencil, $1. Fill in your eyebrows, whatever you need. This is what she had at her disposal, so I'm going with it. Now, the base that I'm using is actually NYX's eyeshadow base. And the only reason I'm using this one is because I cannot find my Loreal Decrease. L'Oreal has a eyeshadow primer that you'll put on, and it does really, really well. So don't worry about the fact that I'm using NYX. Go get Decrease. Again, that's by L'Oreal. Alright, so I am applying Maybelline's 24-Hour Color Tattoo in Pomegranate. Now, I've blended it up above my crease because, like myself, she has a hooded eye, or like I say, meaty. So you got that extra skin there. So you need to take this color up above the crease. So when you look at your eye, wherever that fold is, make sure this color is put there, okay? This is going to be a base for the eyeshadow color that you're going to put down next. Now going into the Walking on Eggshells, I'm going to go into the very bottom one, okay? It's going to seem a little crazy looking because of the lighting in here. I haven't figured it out in our new space yet. So I just loaded it on. With these, just press and rock. You don't have to keep wiping. You're going to lose a lot of product. So I'm going to place this here. You can already see the color there. Same thing. I'm just pressing this on, packing it on the lid so far. Haven't started blending anything. Now open up your eye and see where your crease is. You want this to go a little bit above that crease. Don't go too high, but you want it to go a little bit above. Just a tad bit, okay? Maybe the width of the brush, or the tip of the brush. Now that that's on, use your brush and blend. Now, if you don't have that brush, like I know she doesn't, I'm using my fingers. Okay? You're just going to blend that over to the right. Blend it towards your ear. Okay? That's the first color. Next, with that angled brush just like this, go into the second one. Okay? It's going to say your crease. Guess where it's going? In your crease. Now, with the angle part, it's going to help you make sure. Now, see where your crease is? That fold? Just go right above that and blend it over that way. Now, it might not really show up a lot on camera. I'm not really sure. But where this lash line, if you had imaginary line, there, over. Don't go below. You're going to make more stuff for you to clean up in the end. Okay, that's that. Now for blending, like I said, sponge, tore a little piece off. I'm good at my fingers, but somebody might not want to use their finger, might have big fingers. So I just take the sponge tip that I have, and I'm just blending it over. Okay? You want colors to fade into each other. You don't want to see the line of where it was started. That's a no-no. With that fluffy brush that she has, I typically recommend doing it with a C brush, but since I know she does not have one, I'm not sure if she's gonna have time to go get one. I'm just gonna take that into the top palette. Now you only need a tiny bit. Why? Because you're going into your brow. So I'm actually gonna get some of that off. Now when you lift up your eyebrow, you're gonna place at the highest point, which is there, work it in and blend it out. You don't want your whole eyelid, the whole thing highlighted. You don't want this whole big white spot there. Put the most of the color at the highest point and blend it out, okay? Blend. Blend, blend, and blend some more if you're not sure. Okay. Now the last color I used as far as eyeshadow to create this look is actually in the I'm Getting Sunburned palette. Don't judge me, mine is banged up, which is that middle brown one. Now, if you have this palette, you know that there is a lot of like shimmer in it. Be very careful. I'm not even going to recommend you using a brush with it if you're a beginner because you're going to have fallout out this world. I'm going to pick up my ring finger, which is going to be your weakest finger. I'm just going to tap it in, okay? There's already a lot of color there, so I'm going to put it on this other hand there. All right? I'm going to go in the corner and just place it there, okay? Now if I need some more, pick it up off my hand. And I'm just tapping it in to darken the crease a little bit. Now don't go like, I'm just using the width of my finger. And then I pull back and look. Now because if you have a crease, you need to take the color a little bit above your crease. Otherwise it's going to disappear when the skin comes back down. So just a tad bit over that crease. Just a little bit. And that creates the graduated effect that you're seeing here. You don't have to buy a bunch of blending tools, okay? If you don't have it, you don't have it. Use what you have. Fingers are going to be awesome techniques or tools for you to blend with. Again, go in with your sponge if need be. Just use a different side. When you go into a darker color, be careful when you're putting it on because you don't want to mess up what you've done so far. Now with Milani's Eye Tech Liner, I'm just going to go in and line my eyes. I have went in with black and have lined the bottom with just a black pencil. I think L'Oreal has one, or Maybelline has some little small red ones. It's like 2 in a pack. A lot of people like those. Whatever floats your boat. This eye actually has a lash. If you're not comfortable enough to do a lash, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Get yourself some L'Oreal Volumunious mascara. I swear by it. I have it in both my bathrooms and all my makeup kits. If you ask me about mascara, it's going to be this. Hands down. Curl your lashes with the eyelash curler. You can get those for $1 out of Dollar General. I think those are e.l.f.'s. You know, and then eventually get a higher end one. You know, it saves your life. Apply out your mascara and you're good to go. Now, the next part is going to be taking this look into an evening look, which is something that I told her that I would do for her special event. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so now that you've got the first one done, you got daytime, we're going to work on playtime, which is this darker eye that we got going on over here. So how that works is that you go through the whole process of what you did to create this look, okay? Even with the eyeliner. Now, with the angled brush that you have, you're gonna go over the eyeliner, okay? Just tap it in to the dark black, tap for fallout. But the difference is you're just gonna place, do not drag. So place and rock, place and rock, place and rock, okay? All the way across the bottom. Now that you have the bottom lined with the same angled brush, you're gonna go in and make a line. See how I kind of put the line there? That line is going to be the base for where you're blending. Now taking the angled, I don't know how I can put this where you see what I'm doing. The angle is there and you're just going to swoop that in. You see how it's adding the black? Just swoop that color right in there. So what you're doing is like you're using your lash line as a guide. So you just put it there and pull the black in. Okay, don't take it in too far because you're gonna look like you got punched. But you just put it here and load that color right there in the color, so it's like a little V. You see it? Just loading that color right there. Again, now you can see I've been using my sponge. I'm taking this sponge here and I'm softening that line. You don't want a really sharp line there. And you're blending this color in by your nose. That's why you only use a little bit, because black moves everywhere. It's easier to put a little bit of black and then add more if you need to versus taking it off. All right, guys, so I went ahead and I finished blending. I blended a little bit more with my little bit off sponge here, and that's pretty much it. Add more liner if you need to, and definitely mascara. Put on a lash. I promise you, adding a lash, a set of lashes to your look will change the look of your makeup. So if you wanted to make sure that there was a dramatic difference where it looked like you did something completely different, add the black like I just showed you and put on a lash. If you can't, just ramp up your mascara, put that on there. Change your lip color, and bam, you got a whole new thing. So I really hope this helped you out. Charlene, I hope that you feel that you're more than capable of creating this look with the tools that you have. Do not have to go out and buy a bunch of different products to create a look that has you sophisticated and as lovely on the outside as you are on the inside, because you definitely are a sweetheart. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and continue to color your world with a little more color. Bye, guys.